Hey guys, today I am going to make bistec con papas or steak and potatoes. I'm gonna make it the way we make it at our house. It is gonna be a little bit different, but this is our recipe and this is the way my husband likes it. So I have a skillet, and in here I have about, I'd say, 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm gonna fry up my my bistec. You can get it at the carniceria. If you ask them for bistec, carne de bistec, they will give it to you like this, or you can buy it already packaged up. My husband just bought this at the store from the meat market. So I'm gonna check to make sure that it's hot. I have it on a high-low. What you're gonna do is I'm gonna cook the meat first. I want to put that in there. To that, I am going to add salt and pepper. So I'm gonna just generously add salt, pepper, salt. And then I'm just going to stir it up. So what I did is, it's a very thin steak. What I did is I just cut them in long strips. It looks like it's big pieces, but it's not. It just needs to separate. So once I see that they are almost cooking, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add half a white onion and some garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and let that cook out. And since I am making it for just my husband and myself, I am going to add some Serranos, since it's only gonna be for myself and my husband. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop that up. I'm only gonna add one. So I'm gonna add one Serrano. So to that, I'm gonna add my roughly chopped Serrano. I'm only gonna add one. So you're just gonna stir it up so the meat is almost cooked. Once the meat is almost cooked, that's when you're gonna add the rest of the soft ingredients. Okay, so since my meat is almost cooked, I'm gonna go ahead and add my tomato. Okay, I'm just gonna stir that up. This is the way my husband's family makes it. I remember when I moved in with them, this was the first thing his dad taught me how to make. Well, I knew how to make it, but this is how I learned their way of making it, and this is their ingredients. In my house, they don't add the chile, and they don't add the salsa de pato that I'm gonna add in a little bit. So since this is almost cooked, I'm gonna let you want to let the tomato release the juices. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let the tomato bring out all the juice. You want the tomato to get soft. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that get soft. I'm gonna add a little bit of Knorr. I'm gonna use the if you guys can see, I'm gonna use the res kind. I'm only gonna add a little bit. I already added salt, so I'm only gonna add like 2 teaspoons. I'm not gonna add a lot. It already has salt and pepper. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix that. The tomato is releasing all of that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add the potatoes. I'm using golden potatoes. You can use any potatoes. The yellow potatoes are the ones that I had, so these are the ones I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just chop them up in little squares. You can chop them up however you'd like. My mom used to chop them up like the long way, and sometimes she used to chop them up in half a circle, depending on her mood, I guess. And I just chop them up in bite sizes. That way they can cook. I remember the first time I cooked this, the potatoes would never cook. The potatoes would come out super raw and hard. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and let that cook out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of water. This is half a cup of water, just a little bit. And then I'm going to cover it up. I don't have a lid to the skillet, so I'm going to use my lid from my my big pot. So I'm just going to go ahead and push the sides down because this lid is not gonna cover. So then we're gonna cover it up for about, I'd say 5 minutes, just until the potatoes are semi-soft. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and uncover that. I'm gonna go ahead and mix it. I'm gonna go ahead and let some of the water evaporate. With the skillet, you have to make sure you move it around because the potatoes will stick. You don't want that. At this point, you can always taste the little juice at the bottom to make sure it has enough salt, enough seasoning, but once I add the salsa de tomate, it's gonna give it a different flavor. So I'm gonna go ahead and add salsa de tomate, salsa del pato. I'm gonna add more than half since it's for us. This is a little bit of spicy, just a little bit. But this is what gives it that flavor, and that's the ingredient I've never used until I met my husband. And this is the way his dad makes it. It's really good, by the way. So now you basically just let it cook out. My husband loves this. Like, he loves carne con papas. Really good. If I am very low, guys, it's because I have both of my kids asleep. My husband is in the room, and I don't want to speak too loud because I don't want to wake up my kids. So then that's going to cook out, and the last ingredient is going to be cilantro. I don't have a lot of cilantro. It kind of went bad, so I'm only going to put what I have. I don't chop it up. I like it whole with the stems and everything, so I'm just going to sprinkle that on top. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle that on top. And that is your last ingredient. And that's it. And now you're just gonna make sure that your potatoes are well cooked, that they're not hard, that they fully cooked. And that's basically it. We do eat this with refried beans. I'm not gonna videotape me making the beans because I already have a video on how I make my refried beans. But today, since I did not cook beans, I'm gonna make I'm gonna use let me show you guys the canned refried beans, but I'm gonna make it I'm gonna make them taste better. So maybe I'll do a video on that. Okay, and that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and taste a potato. Always choose the bigger potatoes because, I mean, obviously they're the bigger ones, so they're gonna take longer to cook, but that way you know that they are cooked. So I'm gonna take a big potato, and the sauce thickens up, guys. It's really yummy. Take this potato. Oh yeah. They are definitely cooked. Really yummy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. It does need a little bit of salt. I never salt my food. You guys know that I don't like to put too much salt. I don't like to overpower it. But there it is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to plate it yet. I'm probably just going to put a video on here and show you guys the final product at the beginning, because I have not made the beans yet, but here it is. Maybe I'm gonna put it in a plate so you guys can see it. I'm gonna move you guys a little bit to the side, and here it is, bistec con papas, guys. If you guys want to see any other videos, or if you guys want to see fast tricks on how to make quick meals, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I will go ahead and leave my Instagram. If you guys recreate this dish, don't forget to tag me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.